So here we are in front of Hikibaro again, and let's go on to Little Ala Mhigo. Sunset orange guy, huh? The Ala Mhigan bandit you had a run-in with is somehow connected to our masked man of mystery. So, it stands to reason that if you want to pick up the trail again, you should head towards the Little Ala Mhigo, over in southern Thanalan. Just so you know what to expect, the little settlement is the favored destination of those refuge who couldn't well adapt to life in the dark. The heart of the denizens is said to be as barren as the wastelands they live in, and for all intents and purposes, it's a lawless place. Be prepared for a not so warm welcome. Now, I'm not certain how much help she'll be, but it just so happens I have a daughter who was relocated to Little Ala Mhigo. Her name is Hihira, and it shouldn't hurt to seek her out first. And while you have her attention, I'd be obliged if you could send my love. Not a day goes by that I don't think of her. I suppose that's it then. I had hoped you would linger here a while, cull some fiends, spend some coin, what have you. But something tells me you're destined for greater things. Wherever it is you end up, I wish you the best. Alright, so we need to head to something. We don't have anything. No, that's too far away. So yeah, it'd be better to go back this way. So let's quickly teleport, cover up the distance. I just went the wrong way. Actually, I'll cut it here and then we'll teleport once we're there. I'll bring it back once we're there. Okay, we're back. Now this is Little Ala Mhigo. Very interesting location. We've got the Aetheryte ticked. Let's get the Chocobo. Porter, so now we can come here whenever we want. There's leaves, but we won't bother with that. There's a side quest there, but we don't need it either. Minority rapport. Okay, so we're talking to Hihira. Why yes. Hikibaro is my father. He said, what? I wish I could be a better daughter to him. It's just that, I'm sorry. I shouldn't bother you with family matters, but I'm grateful to you for delivering the message. Now then, what brings you here? A masked man. I'm afraid that description doesn't ring any bells. But one of the others here may have seen something. I would recommend you first speak with Gundebold, the leader of the settlement. I must warn you, though, he isn't exactly an accommodating to outsiders. Who are you? State your business and be quick about it. Looking for a masked villain, you say? But why should we help you, pray? We struggle enough without having to answer to the whim of every outsider. You are not welcome here. Begone. Well, that was an easy quest. Okay, so who are we talking to now? Flame Commander. Well met, adventurer. I am Gisilbert Head of security here at Little Ala Mhigo. I heard tell that you had business with Gundebold. Knowing that bristly old bear, I don't doubt he told you to bugger off. Owing to their hardship, the refugees don't trust anyone but themselves. Not even my men and I can get so much as a word of thanks out of them, despite watching the place day and night. But thanks or no, I try to help my fellow man when I can, and you seem a decent sort. If you tell me what's brought you here, might as be I can lend a hand. On the trail of the masked villain, you say? Can't say that sounds familiar, but I have men on the lookout for a Mulger to the south of here. If there's been any suspicious activity, they are like to have seen it. I had mind to take action. I had mind to take them each a cup of sweet Thanalin tea, so as to lift their spirits. If you were to run this little errand in my stead, they'd be more than willing to tell you what they know. Okay, so where are we heading? Down here. Who the hell's you? I'm trying to conserve energy here, so leave me alone. Here you go. Well, then you consider it. Thanks, my thanks, friend. What's that? A masked villain? Hunting among the refugees? Like it's not. Me compatriots as live... What? Me compatriots as live here go about as though they're dead on their feet. 'Tis near impossible to tell what's on their mind. For all I know, they're all up to no good. I don't know what that was. Let's keep going. So we got the flame private there. You there? Are you an Almulger? No? Then carry on. Okay. This sophisticated aroma. It has been forever since I had a drop of sweet Thanalin. I'm going to enjoy this. What? A masked man? Dunno. Don't care. Unless he has dark scaly skin, stands 10 forms tall, and has the face of a lizard, then I don't give a mama's fart. Well. If you haven't worked out, those are a Mulger. They're the ones that we had to deal with Ifrit. Shoo, don't bother me. If the Mulger overrun us, I'm blaming you. For me? You shouldn't have. Sorry? A suspicious marked man. As a matter of fact, I caught a glimpse of someone fitting that description during patrol. Well, I couldn't quite make out whether it was a man or not, what with the mask and the robe, but assuming it was he was talking with some Ala Mhigans. I assumed he was one of them. Oh, there's that dude. Okay. Going back up this way. You can see this larger cactuar over here. They were added with a blue mage. You can use them to try and get the 1000 needle ability. 1000 needle is actually pretty cool. It basically does 1000 damage full stop, but it's 1000 damage shared with all targets. So it's a pretty good ability to have when you're trying to single out a single target. When you try to kill a single target. But it obviously gets less efficient or less useful as you get more and more enemies around you. Oh, you're back. So did my lookouts have aught to share with you? That doesn't sound like much to go by. If you're to get any further in your investigation, seems to me you'll need the cooperation of the Ala Mhigans. For this, you'll need to win their trust, and that won't be an easy task. So you've determined to press on with your investigation. Then I have some advice to offer. As I said before, you won't get far without the Ala Mhigo's trust. And the best way to win trust is to get the compatriots of theirs, someone they respect, to vouch for you. Coin does the talking in Uldar, but the Ala Mhigans are bound by something far stronger, if not as tangible, a common purpose. That purpose, of course, is the liberation of their home from the Garleans. Gundabald belongs to the Ala Mhigan resistance, so your best bet would be someone who's part of the same crew. If you know any well-connected people, you might want to start up by asking them. Well, we know one well-connected person. Well, I don't know about well-connected, but yeah. Let's go back to Limsa. Actually, do we need to? I mean, it's a free teleport, we might as well go back. Now there'll probably be a lot of people, maybe? No, I don't think so. We should be right. Yeah. This isn't Tonberry. Alright. We need to go to Arkansas. Demon Brick. Let's go to Vesper Bay. Yeah, I know, it's a long way to go to Thanolin again, but I have free teleport to Limsa, and there's a ferry ride from Limsa to here, so might as well. It probably still took less time than it would have if I had teleported over at Horizon and walked over here, ironically. Into the Waking Sands. Pray return to the Waking Sands. But yeah, Raubahn. I have a feeling that's where we go. I can't remember the storyline, to be honest. Welcome back, Scarlett. How fares the investigation? I see. Given all they have suffered, it is little wonder that the Ala Mhigan refugees have lost their faith in fellow man. They have their homeland taken from them, and for the past 2 decades have had to see it remain in the enemy's clutches. To compound matters, none of the 3 city-states have the means to take in all those who were displaced. Yeah. As a result, a great many Ala Mhigans now live on the margins of society, suffering poverty and discrimination. Would that more could be done to ease their hardships. I fear that nothing short of reclaiming their homeland would be a lasting solution. But let us deal with one problem at a time. Returning to the matter of your investigation. It just so happens there is an Ala Mhigan native among the Scions. I should be pleased to introduce him to you. Oh, so we're going to talk to a Scion. Actually, is this... No. I think we've either already got that or got a... Yeah, we got a better weapon. So, money it is. Your Ala Mhigan comrade is named Haribert. He joined our cause in the hopes that he might find a way to liberate his homeland. While he spares no efforts towards that endeavour, I have no doubt that he would be glad to assist you. If I recall correctly, Haribert is currently between missions. Try looking for him in the storage area. It just so happens that he's between missions. Okay. This guy. Oh, how's our armor looking? We're here. We might as well just repair him. I think I don't have that. I haven't repaired. Yeah, I haven't repaired the Conjurer's gear, so I might as well. I mean, ideally, I could just re-equip the Conjurer gear and then repair and then go back to the Marauder gear, but you know, that's too efficient. What do you have? Dark Matter or Waking Sands music. Let's pick that up. We might as well. Not that we can use it anytime soon, but well, we can. We can use it in the inn. Okay, nice. Right, Harrowbert. If it isn't Scarlett Cerberus, the Scion's rising star, is there aught I can do for you? You wish to win the trust of the people of Little Ala Mhigo. That is a daunting task, my friend, even for our countrymen. I would like nothing more than to help, but I'm afraid my name no longer carries weight with that lot. I used to be a member of the Ala Mhigo resistance, you see, but I left in favour of joining the Scions. Though my allegiance may have shifted, my purpose remains ever the same, liberation of Ala Mhigo. Yet whatever my reasons were, I abandoned my comrades, and they'll have nothing to do with me. Now, while I may have no more friends in the resistance, I know someone who does. Her name is Alberta, and she is a resident of Quarry Mill. Say my name when you meet her and she won't lead you astray. So, on to Gridania. I'm so glad we have that teleporting. Oh, I should probably have used the ticket back. Okay. More leaves than I think so. Alberta? Alberta, maybe. I don't know. Yeah? You want me to introduce you to the resistance? Ha! Why the hell should I do that? Give me one reason. Harrowbert sent you. That worthless horse son. He abandoned his comrades, his woman, and now he has to call to ask a favor from me. Simply incredible. I mean, I realize Harrowbert was only doing what he felt was right. He's a good man, and if he trusts you, then that's all I need to know. You see that bloke there? That Mefrid? That's Mefrid, a captain of the resistance. I hope he can give you what you need. Of course they don't give me any money to choose from this time. I guess we can grab that. No, it doesn't matter. Just gonna sell it anyway. There. We've got a whole bunch of dye. We don't need. What that we keep. Yeah, we actually didn't need it because we've got this. For the first few levels as Conjurer, you can actually choose between one-handed and a shield and two-handed. But that quickly goes away and you just use two-handed weapons. And, you know, while we say two-hand, they are, you know, your character only holds it with one hand, so, yeah. Mefrid, yeah, we get money this time. Although we also get a necklace, and the necklace is probably decent. Hi, I'm Mefrid, a proud man of the Ala Mhigo resistance. What business do you have with me, adventurer? Captain, it's Gallon, sir. His wound's gone infested, and he's burning up. I don't think he's got much time. God damn it! I asked the villagers for aid, got on my knees and begged, but they refused to lift a finger. If Gallon dies, his blood is on their hands. His quarry mill cravens would turn a blind eye to our plight. They listen to Alberta. I fear my anger will prevent me from rightly convincing anyone at the moment. I realize we scarce know each other, but this is a matter of life and death. Please, adventurer, go to her and try. Again, coincidence. Oh look, this opportunity has arisen. Where you can gain favour. Just as you come talk to me. One of Mefrid is in bad shape, you say. I'm sorry, but there's naught I can do. I want to help, truly I do. They're my countrymen after all, but that'd mean going against the elemental's will. I've been at Quarry Mill long enough to know how terrible the beings can be. I couldn't forgive myself if everyone gets banished because of me. If there's anyone who can help you, it'd be Charlene, the hamlet's resident hero. If you take the matter to her, might be she'll listen, though I wouldn't get my hopes up. Okay. You wish to aid the Ala Mhigans. You are possessed of a kind heart, adventurer, but I'm afraid I have no authority to grant your wish. This authority belongs only to the elementals, eternal guardians of the Twelveswood. All outsiders, be they babes as the breast of the men grown, babes at the breast or men grown, oh goddamn, are judged of night, whether they have a place beneath the bows. Alas, the Ala Mhigan's petitions have been denied. Harsh though it may seem, they do not have leave to receive the wood's bounty. Ever has it been since time immemorial, and ever shall it be. Yeah, it's not a pretty picture. I mean, if the fact is it forced them to live underground, like, to go against the will, like, yeah, they're not, it's not like some trifling thing, not trifling, some small matter, like, it forced the whole people underground. That's how it's to be then. The bloody hero might as well kill Galen herself. Spit on the elementals and spit on their bloody will. I cannot wait until the resistance is free of this place. So compare, yeah, see, that's actually better. So we'll use that, and we'll equip it. Okay. Put that over there. Actually, can we convert that? We can, so we'll chuck that down there with the rest of it, and we'll put this. Bang. We don't need that for the conjure or anything, so that's fine. Oh, I gotta talk to him again. I led my men to Quarry Mill, hoping to find refuge. Instead, we found indifference. The cold-blooded bastards here want us out, and I can't oblige them soon enough. The problem is some men aren't fit to travel. Hell, gun can't even stand. As you well know, the people of the accursed hamlet won't help us, so I have no choice but to turn to you, adventurer. In my homeland, long antelope horn is a traditional remedy with poison-purging properties. If you could bring me, say, 4 horns, I'd be forever in your debt. Okay, we go. Oh, good, they're just there. But they're neither. Is it a goblin? Or Quirin? Goblin, yeah. They're a bit about a place. Bye bye. Oh, the other day in the dungeon where I forgot the Defiance on, I'm glad it's not only me. I've been in a few dungeons with my main where the tank has forgotten to put those things on. So, thankfully it's not only me. And a different level too, like it wasn't just in low level dungeons. Whoops. I didn't actually mean to do that. Let's pull him over. And ironically, it used to be a problem for me with my ninja as well, because ninja used to have a toggle buff basically, and I'd always forget to turn back on, because it always turn it off when you enter the dungeon. But thankfully they got rid of that on ninja, but ninjas, that's not into it. Yeah, they got rid of it, but that hasn't been a problem. But then it also means that I've now forgotten or gotten out of the habit of doing that. And none of the other classes that I've played thus far have anything, so. Alright, that's 4. Alright, so let's head back to Quarry Mill. Oh, you're back. I mean, you've got 4 horns with you. Yep. Bang. You're a godsend, adventurer. Praise Ralgar. There's at least one woman in this place who gives a damn. And we just need to find a way to repair them. You would happen to know a man named Buster, would you? Yeah. Some comrades of mine told me about him once. They said he'd never turn away folks in need, no matter where they get from. Seeing as he runs a tavern, he's like to have tools to make the medicine. I'd be grateful if you could take the horns over to him and have him ground them down. Oh, God damn it. Have them ground down. When it's done, bring the powder back and give it to Faramund here. Godspeed. Okay, so good old Buscaroon. We can probably hit up the Chocobo and go to Buscaroon's Druthers. It's only a minute. Yeah, but in a minute. I can't remember. So I'll be honest, the very beginning bit before we travelled to Little Ala Mhigo was actually yesterday. Ran into something, so I couldn't finish recording then. But I don't remember if I mentioned the Moonfire Fair Festival. So it's like a summer festival event thing, like Christmas, Starlight, or Saint Vion's Day or whatever for Valentine's Day. That's on at the moment. So next episode we're going to do that. But there is an aspect where you can, like, there's basically three ways you can get stuff, and so I'm considering going with showing at least all of them, but that would entail leveling a Culinarian and a Fisher, so I'm debating with that, whether I do that or not, but we'll find out next episode, because that's when that's going to be. Scarlett. Ever a sight for sore eyes. How fares the adventuring? Rolling in the coin like there's no tomorrow? No doubt. You've got something to show me? Yeah. Bam. Well, these look good and like good old antelope horns. Need them ground down to make a medicine, you say? Here's a better idea. I'll give you some of the stuff I have in my stores. I'm no stranger to the remedy. An Ala Mhigan friend once used it to treat my festering wound years and years ago. Safe to say, he's saved my life. What's that? This for an Ala Mhigan soldier and quarry mill? So it comes full circle. Well, I hope it helps the poor sod as it needs it. And don't worry your little head off about payment. I still owe you debt more than you owe me, I reckon. Oh shit. Alright, we'll teleport back this time. Only 100 gil. I mean 100 gil relative to 33,000. Okay. Alright, Faramund. It is well to see you returned. Have you the medicine for our brother? Yeah, it's here. God bless you, adventurer. I'll see that Galen receives treatment at once. Hopefully this will allow the captain to rest easier, as it has been a terrible burden on him, trying to keep every man alive. You've done us a great kindness, friend. Alright, so what do we got here? No, we don't need it. Bang. There was also a coat for like casters, but the problem is it's one of those instances where it replaces the head slot. I don't personally think they're worth it, and you don't see them much at all after a certain point, certain level. So I obviously not that wrong. Maybe. Adventurer. Galleon has gone missing. He's nowhere to be found. He shouldn't be walking about, not with those wounds. If he doesn't get the proper medicine and rest, his conditions like to deteriorate to where it was before or worse. You need to help us find him, and quickly. Start by asking Albreda. Might be as the woman's seen something. I mean, I don't need to help you, but I will because the quest says to do so. Finally, it's about time you came asking about Galen. I watched him leave Quarry Mill some time ago. Why didn't you fucking stop him then? He left me with this sealed letter before he went off. Made me swear not to open until someone came asking. My brothers, I cannot bear the burden any longer. That is why I must leave you all. Do not worry for me. Just find your way safely to Little Ala Mhigo. Blast it. Would that I have known that what he was thinking, I'd have stopped this folly myself. The love Galen bears for his brothers is so strong, he's willing to sacrifice himself for them. Make no mistake, entering the wood in his weakened state is suicide. Yeah, well then why didn't you just stop him anyway? You knew that he was injured. Out in the wilds, alone, that fool, the great big sentimental fool. My man and I will scour the wood for Galen. Please help us find him before something terrible happens. Okay. We're gonna go a bit over time, but that's alright. Yeah, and heavy. Alright, so goblins. Oh, damn it. Just gonna keep running. Bugger you, mate. Bugger you. There he is. Watch out, a goblin! Oh, I just ran away from the goblin. Yeah. Galen. Captain, but why? You should be all on your way. Who do you take us for? We're Ala Mhigans, and Ala Mhigans never forsake one another. Hardships be damned. Remember the oath we swore, goddammit. The oath to reclaim our homeland. We'll set foot on Ala Mhigan soil again, together, or not at all. Do you understand me? Yes, sir. Good. Let us return to our brothers. Oh, and don't even think that you'll get off lightly. As soon as you're healed, I'll give you such a thorough thrashing, you'll wish you died. We didn't find you. I can't thank you enough for sailing, Galen. I will see you back at Quarry Mill. Okay. Ala Mhigo. Mifrid. Okay, Galen's expected to make a full recovery. We'll linger here till he's strong enough to take the road again. To the road again. As much as I like this place, beggars can't be choosers. Probably dislike this place. Hey, more. Yeah, might as well. Now that things are relatively settled, I seem to recall that you wanted something of me. You've proven a true friend to my people. Ask of me anything, it's yours, as long as it's mine to give. The cooperation of the people of Little Ala Mhigo, that's all. Far be it for me to question your desires, of course. Very well, I will provide you with a letter to show Gungabold or whatever. The old bear was my mentor when I first joined the resistance. He's intimidating to those who don't know him, but he takes care of his own. I've no doubt that he will do all in his power to aid you. There we go. Alright. We'll actually call it there. Alright, next time we are going to be doing the Moonfire Fair Festival, and I'll either actually like level Culinarian and Fisher off screen, and then we'll do all 3 avenues of potential, or I'll just do one, the one that everyone can do without requiring any levels, and then just explain what the other ones do. Regardless though, the leveling will be done off, and I might like make a separate video where it's like showing that process or whatever. But anyway, for now, that's it. We'll catch you next time.